there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community, serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone. And never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. AMP2.tv presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on amp2.tv. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
Good evening, South Florida, and welcome to Tell Us Your Biz. I'm Yolanda Santana with NetSense. I have over 15 years of experience in the IT industry, and I'm an account executive for a one-stop IT shop. Today, I have Mark Amber as my guest. Hi, Mark. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Yolanda. How's it going?
Good. So tell us about your biz.
Okay, I'm here to talk about SoFlo Precision Industries. We're a construction company here in South Florida. The way that our company actually started was by the owner of our company. I'm the operations manager. The owner of our company, Adam, had a dog, and for anyone that can see, the dog is Obi. Obi's on my shirt. Obi's 13 years old, and Adam, Obi kept getting out of the house, so Adam wanted, and running around the neighborhood. So Adam wanted to make a fence for Obi, so Adam made, a fence for Obi, and people started asking about the fence, and, they loved the fence that Adam built, so they started asking Adam who did his fence. So he started building fences, and then that's how this company got started. And then before you knew it, we're doing reconstruction, remodeling, and, we're doing a lot of great things in the community. We do everything, from boat docks and fences to reconstruction and remodeling. Today we're working on restoring an iron structure from scratch. It's a big iron gate that had a lot of rust and water damage and things like that. So we fully restored it, sandblasted it, and coated and painted it, and it looks brand new. So
yeah, you were saying you guys do, it's kind of like art with the
it's more
range.
Of art than construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the website?
The website is mysoflo.com. We're very well marketed in the area. We do a lot of networking, and we're very plugged into the community. So.
Okay. When did the company start?
Company started about 10 years ago. I was just Adam, and then they did fences, boat docks, reconstruction, remodeling.
So 10 years ago, and so local to the community. What's the area that they cover?
The area that we serve primarily is West Palm Beach to Miami, but mostly in Palm Beach County and Broward County, North Broward County.
Okay.
But depending on the job and what type of job it is, again, we like to do everything possible. But if it's a really intriguing job and something that we'll enjoy and we get to create, we'll travel anywhere. We'll travel across the country, or 13 states north even.
Goodness. Is it mostly residential, or you guys do commercial?
We do mostly residential, and we do commercial.
Okay.
But a lot of our business that we do on a daily basis are fences, reconstruction. That's a lot of what we're doing every day. So
All right. So
in the area.
yeah. Okay. So you guys partner with any other big companies as far as supplies, or how do?
As far as supplies go, we have a portfolio of different companies that we use for like granite and for quartz. Quartz has been really in right now.
Mm-hmm.
We also as far as for remodeling like a kitchen, there are certain things that are really in right now, but we have someone that we use for everything. We like to show our clients everything, let them decide too, because a lot of what we do is creating something in a collaborative work with the homeowner or the client.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really what they want. It's their home. It's their space. So a lot of people have in their minds a vision or a picture of what they want, and then we want to make that for them. So it's we want really our job is to listen as well as possible to them, so that they can have what they want. So
Okay,
and we
fantastic.
create it for them.
All right, and
Yeah.
so you set the expectation as far as the time frame, and
Right, obviously depending on what they want, and some people change their minds a million times, which we can flow with also. So depending on, and also it depends on what the budget is typically and things like that. So, but we're very flexible, and we really we take a lot of jobs just for the business, just to get plugged into the community and just to keep meeting more people.
Okay, that's great. So what you guys are really plugged into the community. Do you guys do any work as far as goodwill or?
We haven't relative. Our company has been going through a growth expansion plan right now. So we do plan on it, being that I have a background in nonprofit organizations. I ran a nonprofit for the last few years. We did some collaborative projects in the community with other nonprofits. Being that I have a background in that, I definitely would expect that we're going to do something like that soon.
Okay.
And definitely keep your ears open for something.
I definitely will.
If we do anything I do, I like to do it, in a big way. So.
Okay, cool. I'll have to put you in touch with somebody who handles nonprofits or does classes for nonprofits.
Absolutely. I would love to.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about SoFlo and what you guys plan on doing in the future.
So something that we've been working on right now that I'm really, really excited about is we've been collaborating with otherwise normally competing companies even. So a lot of companies, they have, people form this unspoken rivalry, especially in the construction industry, where they keep things very private and very personal. We like sharing business. We like doing jobs with other companies. Josh Kugler from On the Wall, I've been doing some business with him. Great guy. Cleason Reese for painting. Even though we do a lot of the same things, these guys are more special. They specialize more in those types of areas. So like popcorn removal, painting. That we've been trying to work out collaborative jobs with these guys. So it's been a lot of fun and definitely interesting. And, a lot of times in business, people, especially highly competitive industries, people are usually not apt to want to work together. And that's something that I'm working on changing, especially locally here in South Florida, where some months are better than others. I think it's very important that people put their minds together and work together.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
It makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger.
I agree with you. I think in my industry, in the IT industry, it's definitely very competitive as
Absolutely,
well.
yes.
So it's great when you can collaborate with other people and say, okay, well, I don't really have that niche, and I can't offer my customer that level of expertise that this other person can, and I want to do right by that customer. So let me refer them out.
Well, Google, they've done a great job of being able to integrate with everything, or have everything pretty much integrate with Google's products. So collaborative projects are building some things with what's being used already in mind, and what most people are already using in mind. I think is definitely smart and advantageous for the people building it also, and for the consumer. It makes things easier. And technology, a lot of people I notice, they with technology especially, they use technology and they work for the technology, where technology is supposed to be used as a tool.
Yeah.
So if technology should be working for you, it should make your life easier. If it's not, then you're not using it correctly.
Exactly. So. You need to figure it out or get rid of it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So back to SoFlo. What else are you guys doing? What's the projection? What do you guys want to get into? If you can go there.
So we're pretty open as far as direction, and we like to go with the flow too. So we match the demand, and being that we have a team with many different skill sets, and we definitely it depends. It depends on A, how profitable it would be, and B, if the work is creative enough or if it's something that we want to do. But look, as far as everyday work, we'll do as many fence jobs and things like that as we can. We'll do high volume. We'll be very competitive with pricing. And, we encourage people to... I go out with the idea of making friends.
Right.
A lot of companies, they'll just send you an estimate, and if you're not willing to pay that, then they don't want you to call them.
No.
We follow up. We make sure that if you're getting other estimates, we encourage you to show us what you're getting, and we try to work with you as well as possible. Because when we do an estimate, it's based off of what our expenses are in a formula that we have. Mm-hmm. So someone else may use a different formula, and that's what they may be willing to work for. So we literally just want to work with you. So we'll work it out. So
yeah, it's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you guys reach out to people in the community? How do you guys get? Because I'd never heard of SoFlo.
Well, right now. Well, now you have.
Yeah.
So
before meeting you,
we put together a plan for networking, a plan for growth, a plan for expansion. That's one of the things that we did when I came onto this company. Is we started figuring out how we'll expand, how we'll get plugged into the community more, and how we'll, we'll have more people going out and doing what I'm doing. Talking about what I'm talking about. So.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
So do you guys, I'm jumping gears here, do you guys have a big staff, or is it small?
We have a decent sized staff. We have a big enough staff that we can handle pretty much any job that gets thrown at us.
Okay.
Whether it's a $5,000 fencing job or even a $2,000 fencing job, or a $50,000 boat dock job, or a $100,000 reconstruction job, or depends.
Okay.
So, but we have a big enough staff to handle anything anything that you would want to do within reason, of course.
That's fantastic.
If you asked us to build a new version of the Empire State Building, it might take some figuring out for us, but I'm pretty sure we could put it together.
Okay. All right. So, we were talking earlier about the dry months, and you guys have. I'm assuming you guys are really good at this point.
Well, at this point, we don't really have any
pipeline.
dry months. At
Exactly.
this point, it's more about seeing how we can remain, as profitable as possible are in America, and also give the consumer the best product and the best deal for the product, and at an expedited rate. So.
Okay.
So not just fast and quality, but fast, quality, affordable. Those are all things that we aim for.
All right.
While maintaining a high level of quality and craftsmanship.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I have a few more questions I want to ask you, and I want to get into it, but I think we have to go to commercial break. You're watching Tell Us Your Biz. You're listening to Tell Us Your Biz on 95.3 and 1470 AM. We'll be right back.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
You are listening to Tell Us Your Business, where our invited guests share all the knowledge of their business and how important it is what they do in our community. If you want to be part of the conversation, call into the show at 888-565-1470 and tell us what's on your mind. Now, back to Tell Us Your Business.
Hi, welcome back to Tell Us Your Biz. I'm Yolanda Santana with NetSense, and today I have Mark Amber with SoFlo Precision Industries. How's it going?
Good. It's going.
Right.
We were just chatting it up, and
That's right.
ready to keep going.
All right, so you were just about to tell me about one of the many projects that you guys have done that you're proud of.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the jobs I was most proud of was definitely we had gone into a house that had extensive termite damage. The house had been tented over a year ago, and there was damage to the fascia and the behind the fascia of the home, like by the trim of the roof. There was termite damage underneath that as well. So not just what you could see that was damaged, but behind it. The real estate agent that was representing the seller actually called our company, freaking out, like, what's she going to do? She has to sell this home. They're going to knock a lot of money off the house, and it's not going to be a good deal for her. She'll have to take a hit on her commission. How can we help? And the homeowner called us because she wanted to sell the house really, really badly so she could move to Pennsylvania from Florida. And she called us and was like, how quickly can you come? And I was like, I'll come right now. So I dropped what I was doing, and I went an hour later. It was 10 a.m. It was 9 a.m. when we spoke. I was there by 10 a.m. And we finished everything. We literally finished everything for a very affordable price within 7 hours. Mm-hmm. And she was elated when we left. So I was absolutely blown away that we not only finished it, but that she didn't think that anything was salvageable. We cut away all the rotted and eaten away areas, and we replaced it with a commensurate style wood and a commensurate style fascia. We were able to, and we painted it, and we molded it, and I used plastic wood and all these different types of things that I could use to get rid of the seams, and then we painted over it, and it came out fantastic. So
wow.
So that was cool. And then another cool but very different type of thing was, we do a lot of fences. So one of the jobs that we got was for an iron gate and a fence, a whole iron structure and it had like a design. It was completely rusted. The homeowner, which she thought that it had to be replaced, and we told her that it would be very costly. In the interest of saving money and time also, we could refinish the gate, sandblast it, coat it, and paint it, and it would be like new. And that we would improve its quality as far as having it last longer without rusting and not needing to be refinished as soon. And it's been 2 days, and it's just drying now, and it's going to be installed tomorrow. It's pretty exciting. I mean, she didn't think it was possible to reuse that iron, and we took something old and made it even more beautiful than it was before. So
wow, that's fantastic.
that feels really good when you do something like that.
Yeah, I bet it does. And you saved her a lot of money.
And that was the other cool part. I forget we're talking about business here, but we saved her, we saved her close to $6,175 about, roughly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
instead of spending
$7,000
or so dollars, she spent less than $1,000.
So if someone were listening and they wanted to, get your business or do business with you, would they be able to see these projects or some of these projects online?
We have online. Not yet,
but
okay. They will be able to. Okay. We're still working on all that. We're getting plugged into. We've really been more sheltered, and part of my job is trying to get everyone to know who we are.
Okay.
So because that's we're worth knowing is what it is. So.
Okay, fantastic.
I really think it's time. So.
Yeah, it definitely is, I mean, especially for a company that's been around that long.
Yeah.
What advice would you give people in that industry starting up, handymen?
Just try to work with people around you. Just be willing to try new things. Be willing to fail. Get really comfortable with failure. I mean, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to start a project and not know what to do. Call people that have experience. Call us. We'll come help. We'll find a way to help you.
That's fantastic.
So that's another cool thing. So
yeah,
because we all started out, and the only difference between us and someone who's just starting out is knowing all the tricks. And that's why we do what we do, because we know the tricks. So at one point, none of us knew the tricks, and we had to learn the tricks, like how to solve the problems and how to solve them faster. It's always something we're working on. It's becoming better and better, but we all started out not knowing what the hell we were doing.
Right, right. Okay. So, it's Tell Us Your Biz. Let's talk more about the tools you guys use. What technology do you guys use to make your business better?
Technology-wise, we're working on actually more logistics side. Like as far as technology, aside from cameras and hand tools and power tools like that we would use for construction, like all the different types of saws, table saws, mostly miter saws, sawzalls. Like aside from all those like construction-related tools that we use, aside from that, we're working really on our logistics side, like as far as like operations, improving our communication with each other as a company, improving our use of software, like CRM software, so that we can make sure that we communicate more often and more and better with clients. And, we're really working on just running a better business altogether.
Definitely. Well, being that it's Tell Us Your Biz,
But also, I just want to add, also while maintaining like that kind of old school feel, like how we get paid, how we work with clients, like, to get on the schedule, which we work with the client to make the schedule. To get on the schedule, we take a quarter deposit, cash or check. We still don't take credit cards. We still don't do things that way. We do things in some ways pretty old school.
Yeah.
We take a quarter deposit to get on the schedule, and then a quarter deposit the day we start, and then the rest when we finish. And that's just how we do it with everyone.
Okay, that's interesting. I've never heard that one before.
It's a very honest way, because especially with larger commercial jobs, and I had an operations manager from a marina tell me that, the guy's very old school. He doesn't like, the owner of the company, he doesn't like giving half a deposit to get on the schedule because it's South Florida and you have some people that just don't show up and things like that. So we like to match that old school feel and take that quarter deposit to get on the schedule, quarter the day that we're starting when we see you, and then the rest when we finish. And that's, I think, one of the things that's, at least getting the materials up front so that we can be ready is important. So
that's really good. I think it's really good for other businesses to hear what other people are doing and what works for them. So I've never heard that one before. I've heard half up front, but not quarter to just get on the schedule.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Well, especially when you have a really packed schedule and you want to start on a certain day and you want to be organized. It's like really important to structure things a certain way so that you have what you need and that everyone else has what they need. It has to be, in business, it has to be a win-win. Otherwise, it's not something we want to do because it becomes more of a headache for both parties. If we're not winning and you're not winning, then we shouldn't do it.
How do you guys stay organized? How do you make sure that a job is completed when it's supposed to be completed and you're hitting your milestones?
Well, it starts before the job even starts. It starts with just making sure that we don't take on too much than we can handle. And mind you, it happens once in a while when you're ambitious and you want to accomplish. Sometimes certain jobs take longer, but we put in the necessary man hours to make sure that, the jobs are completed at the time that we said they would be completed.
Okay.
And if they're not, there's usually a reason why it wasn't completed in that amount of time, in which case we haven't big enough staff that we can start on time on a new job and still finish an old job that had some problems or unexpected things. Especially with I'll backtrack for a minute. Some jobs that we do, even if it's something minor like replacing the fascia underneath the roof, sometimes you take the piece that's bad off and something behind it's rotted and then something behind that's rotted. It becomes a game of how far do you want to go with it? Do you want to? Because eventually you might realize, I have to rebuild a lot of the house. So at that point, you don't want to rebuild the whole house, obviously, sometimes. Well, how do I, mitigate as much damage as possible, solve the problem that's in front of me, and then walk away? And that's something that has to be mutually agreed upon between us and the homeowner.
Right.
Or the business owner.
Right. Goodness. Hopefully not the whole house.
Hopefully not the whole house. It's always what I say, then that's a whole other thing,
Okay, so let's go a little bit briefly into all the different avenues of projects that you guys do. You guys do landscaping?
No. But we have good friends in the business that do landscaping.
Okay, awesome. So you guys will come out and...
We'll refer people that we trust that we use personally.
Right. But at the same time, you guys, if someone wanted to call you guys, hey, I need your opinion on this...
Well, as far as it depends. So if you need an opinion on landscaping or ideas for landscaping and how it fits with the actual structure, we'll come out. A lot of times, I'll come out just for fun and see what it looks like and try to give my opinion on it because I like doing that kind of stuff. So that's something that we we could do, especially if we see a style that could be changed on the structure. Let's say there's a porch or there's like a design on the house itself, or the wrong color paint or something for the landscape style that you have in front of you. We can think of something that's aesthetically pleasing and more inviting maybe, and that would match well with the landscaping that you have also. So maybe there's something that we can give you ideas about, and at the end of the day, it's whoever's place it is, they decide. And again, whatever it's in someone's mind is, if we can help, we'll help make that come to reality.
Okay.
Or be functional, or whatever it is.
All right. So as we're getting to the end of the show, who would you say is your target market?
Target market would be anyone that owns a home in South Florida that wants to improve their home or fix something that doesn't work, or anyone that wants to take old and make new, and we also just to go into a little bit, we also do demolition too. So like things, we have a demo specialist. His name's Michael. He's actually a really nice guy, and we work really well together because he likes to get rid of the old, and I like to make the new. So it's kind of a good combo, and we're both learning how to do both things. He's teaching me a lot on the demo side that I didn't know, and I'm sure I've taught him maybe one or two things on the building side. So it's a definitely, I've learned a lot since working with him, and it's definitely been really enjoyable.
Yeah, sounds like a good marriage there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, how can someone reach you?
Someone can reach us by calling either our main number or my cell phone number. I'll give you both. Our main number is 561-806-3502. Again, we do reconstruction and remodeling, fences, attic restorations, mold and water, and property management. So that's 561-806-3502. And then also, if you would like to schedule an estimate, you can contact me directly on 516-787-4452. Again, that's 516-787-4452. My name's Mark Amber. And the name of our company, again, is SoFlo Precision Industries. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Yolanda. I always have a good time talking to you. Always learn new things, and it's been a pleasure.
It's been my pleasure having you as a guest. Again, that was Mark Amber with SoFlo Precision Industries. I'm Yolanda Santana with NetSense, and I am in the IT industry. We are a one-stop IT shop. We get IT. We really get it. Thank you for joining us.
Real quick, I have a couple, just two shout-outs. Anybody who's watching, I have a big beard, and I see the best barber in Delray Beach. That's House of Barba, and his name is Gregory Lutz Sr. You could just look up Barba Beard Supply Co. in Delray Beach. And then also I'd like to give a shout out to Jarrett Epstein. He's the CEO of People Digital Marketing. He's the best digital marketing company in South Florida. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us and Tell Us Your Biz. You can find us at www.getnetsense.com. Thanks again. Have a good evening.
You are listening to Tell Us Your Business, where our invited guests share all Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv production.